Hello guys, Michaela here, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another speed build. Today I am working on a very special build that I promised you. I've already talked about it before in my videos, and I am back to hosting collaborations, which is super exciting because I've loved doing it. I think the last time I did it, it was the Winter Wonderland collab last year, I want to say, and I was really excited to get back to it. Last year I had my graduation, I had my finals at university, so it was a really busy year for me, so I kind of did not really have the capacity to host collaborations, but I am back with another project and I'm so excited to show this to you. So essentially this project is called the Sweater Weather 2.0 save file, which kind of loosely follows the Sweater Weather collab that I did, I believe 2 years ago. That time, last 2021, I want to say, we remade only Parenthood, but this year we remade Parenthood and Henford-on-Bagley, mostly because I was very indecisive about the creators that I wanted to invite, and I was really excited to have like an amazing group of super talented builders. Some of them took part in the previous collab, some of them didn't, but I am sure you'll love everything they build because all of the builds are super awesome. I've seen a lot of them already. You can see a lot of them already as well because a lot of them have been already posted on YouTube and other social media. I'm going to link a playlist on YouTube of all the videos that were already put out. I am also going to link the save file once I put it together, which should be on Sunday, because you know, the kind of posting date is the whole week from 18th to 23rd, 24th is Sunday. So I'm going to release it on Sunday, so I will then later on place it in the description of this video once the save file is all done and finished and posted. So you can download the save file yourself if you want to, or you can download the individual builds on the gallery under the TS4 Sweater Weather hashtag. Yeah. I'm really excited about this. I personally chose a 50 by 40 lot in Henford-on-Bagley, which is quite a big lot considering I usually like 30 by 20s or smaller even. But I don't know, I had a vision for this lot, okay? I was inspired by a build by, I want to say Rustic Sims. I'm not sure the name of the creator right now, but they did a very similar build. Or I think the biggest similarity that I took was the kind of glass kind of passageway in between the parts of the build here in the middle. I used windows from the Greenhouse Haven kit. I think they used CC for their build, and I really liked it, so I had a vision for that, so that's what I kind of went with. So you have this main structure, which is like the main house with 2 bedrooms and with 4 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. There is a lot of bathrooms and even a separate laundry space, which is just like wild to me because I usually don't have that much space for bathrooms, but in here I had. So I think it was also because I wasn't trying to fit a lot of Sims inside, because I also wanted to have a pet and 2 horses in here, which doesn't work out because if you have 5 Sims, yeah, you can. Yeah. Okay, no, sorry. My math isn't mathing today. Yes, so you can have 5 Sims sleeping inside, and then you can have 2 horses and a dog or a cat. I did not place cat stuff, but you could add like a litter box and everything, because other than that, you have some toys and stuff like that for animals or pets. So you have the main structure, which is like the main house, and then there is a smaller structure, which is kind of like the stable. And I also saw this trick by, I believe, Sati Sim Build, I want to say. I'm not 100% sure. With the llama and cow sheds that we got with Cottage Living, that's the name of the pack. I was going to say Henford-on-Bagley, but that's obviously the name of the world, not the pack. So we got these sheds and I kind of hid them inside of a building, but I did not playtest if that's usable because I'm just awful at playtesting. I always kind of like, okay, I'm gonna playtest it, and then I just get too overwhelmed and I don't playtest my build. So yeah, that's the thing. And so yeah, there's like two houses. There are like two houses on the lot, and yeah, I really like how it turned out. I also made this little tiny, well, it's not that tiny, it's quite a small pond at the front of the house, and I also made like a bridge over it, which I thought was like a really nice detail, and it made the build look kind of, I don't know, more fun. And sorry, from the bridge you can also go onto this, I'm not sure how to call it, like this, yeah, I have no idea how to call this, but this little square you can see right now, which where I placed a couple of sunbeds later on. Initially I had it all on the same level, but later on I decided to raise the bridge a little bit and used stairs for the part on top of the lake. I don't know, I really liked the idea. I did not really want to place a pool or anything like that, so I did it that way, and I thought it looked really, really pretty. So as I said, the house is built on a 50 by 40. It can fit 5 Sims and 2 horses and a dog, or 2 dogs. You can have 1 horse. That's completely up to you if you decide to place this in your game. And the lot comes in at 122,628 simoleons, so it's pretty expensive. You can see that I changed the days of autumn a little bit, because at first I had like the final stages of fall in the game, and all of the trees were kind of without any like foliage. All the landscaping was really bland and weird, so I later on changed it so it would be like the beginning of autumn, where all of the trees are like super colorful and pretty. And yeah, I think it changed the look of the home quite a lot. Here I'm working on the stables. I used quite a lot of stuff from Horse Range here as well, which I'm still obsessed with, which is a bit surprising considering the style of the pack and the styles that I prefer to build. Yeah, it's weird, because I'm usually not very much into that kind of style, but I don't know, I just love it so much, and all the texture on those items, and yeah, I love it. Here are the 2 stables. I made them pretty simple, just like whatever the horse needs, and on the side here is where the cow or llama will have their place. I also placed a chicken coop. I also placed goats and sheep on in like this fenced area that I'm going to create in a little bit, and I also placed pumpkins in like 2 separate I don't know, again, fenced in spaces. I also placed, I initially wanted to use this like longer bit back here, but I didn't really like how much space it was taking, so I think I ended up going for the barrels in the end. Here's where you can see the fenced in area for the pumpkins. I used these patches that we got with Cottage Living, and I also used the pumpkins that we got with the Cottage Living as well to already place it. I then just used my sim to water them a little bit so they would show up in the screenshots. I really love how I laid out the space on the lot. I actually, because I was planning this when we were on vacation at the end of August, I could not build for like a week because I didn't have my laptop with me, and I was super like itching to build. So what I did to kind of at least a little bit satisfy that itch, I used my tablet to draw out floor plans, or like plans of the lots. So I knew what size of lot I had, so I made like a grid with like squares on my tablet, and I drew out the size of the lot, and I really planned everything out to the T, where things are gonna be. Obviously I changed things up a little bit here and there, but the main part was kind of given, and it was so much fun. I mean, it's not something I normally had time for, because obviously it takes time, and it was just something to kind of satisfy my very big desire to build when I didn't have my laptop at me. But it was a lot of fun. I think I have a couple more builds that I planned this way, but I think they're coming in the future. I have a dream home for myself that I planned, and I'm really excited about that one. I still need to figure out if I like the version in the game, but that was a lot of fun to plan. And I'm not sure if I did any other. I think maybe I already posted one of those. I'm not sure, but I did a couple of them. And I was really having a lot of fun with that. So I might kind of try and replicate that in the future, because it really helped me visualize the large and what I wanted to place where. It was a lot of fun, doing this, like actually like drawing out the plan and where things are going to be in the house. So it was quite fun. I really enjoyed that. Do you ever do that? Like plan out builds, even on paper? Do you ever do that? Because yeah, I highly recommend it. It's like a different view of the process of building, and it was kind of fun. So now we are moving on to the interior, and we are starting off with the bedroom. Not the bedroom, the living room. I'm sorry, my English is I wouldn't say my English, my brain is just for some reason super tired this week, and I can't do a lot of stuff. I've wanted to work on my master's thesis. I did not do anything this week so far, and it's Thursday now, which is a bit frustrating, but I really can't make myself do anything, and I have a lot of time for it to be finished, so that's okay. But yeah, still, it's mentally very challenging at the moment for some reason, and I don't know why. So yeah, as I'm tired, and genuinely, like generally, I'm just not functioning very well this week. Do you ever have that you like have like a very bad week where you just don't perform the way you want to? I don't know, I always feel guilty about like taking breaks and not doing the work I set out for myself, but I don't know, I want to be kinder to myself with that, because it happens to me, don't want to say often, but it does happen to me quite a bit, that I am just not able to do something because of like being tired and overstimulated, I guess, or like overwhelmed with things. And yeah, it's really difficult for me to kind of accept, okay, today I don't feel well, so I'm not going to do anything like challenging, or I don't know, it's like things that I just don't like to do, that I'm not interested in, that are just like so exhausting. Because I've been able to do other work which I am interested in, like work on speed builds, work on some stuff behind the scenes, or also work on a project that I'm helping with at the university. But the thesis is just so mentally exhausting, and yeah, sorry about the ramble about something completely different. I started to talk about the living room and went on a rant. Sorry about that. We've already moved on to the kitchen. Again, I used the beautiful counters that we got with the ranch, horse range expansion pack, and I really like it. I like the way it looks, this like rustic vibe that I was going for this build, and it's kind of a lot of fun because it really gives the space a lot of character, this like texture on those counters, or like in general. But let's go back to the living room a little bit, because I absolutely love that living room. The color palette that I use, everything in it is just so freaking beautiful, and I just love the colors, how they work together. We have this like orangey yellow couch, we have the coffee table from high school years, which has this like dark blue on it. I love it, genuinely love it. Here we are working to the dining space. I used again stuff from the horse ranch because I just can't help myself, they're so pretty. So I used the chairs, and I kind of wanted to go for something a little bit different. So so I always have like a pair of chairs in the same color, and I really like that. I really also like to play with like different colors that are kind of autumnal. So the whole build is not like one color, which I tend to do quite a lot, with like one wood tone and one color as like a, I don't know, like a highlight color sort of. But here I really just I went with like colors that are autumnal, so like yellow, greens, reds, browns, beiges, and like greens. I already said green, I think. Anyway, so I think it turned out really cute and cozy, because I feel like this is a much more realistic way of a build looking, or like a house looking, because everything is not matchy in your home. We don't even have that at our house here where I live. So I feel like it really added a lot of personality to the house, and I really like that. I'm here working on this little, I don't know what to call it, like a hallway section. I placed some stuff for the pets here, the aprons that we got with base game, and just like a little bit of a console table as well. And here I am placing an office. I'm really sorry, my brain is just not working today. And this voiceover is pretty long, so it's taking a lot of my brain capacity for the day. To be honest, I was kind of debating doing this voiceover in the afternoon after I've done at least a little bit of work, but honestly, I think I would not be able to record the voiceover in the evening, so I just decided to do it now and work later. Hopefully I will have some energy to do it, because right now it doesn't seem like it. I'm sorry if I'm complaining a little bit, but it's just, I don't know, not been very good time for me at the moment. So I feel like this is a safe space to share my struggles, because I feel like a lot of people maybe struggle with something like that too, and I think it's good to let them know that they're not alone in this, because I sometimes feel alone in this. So I think it's good to hear that not everyone has a picture perfect life, feeling 100% all the time. Yeah, that was a bit philosophical, wasn't it? We are working on one of the bathrooms, which is, I believe, the only one that I show. I also show the laundry room that is just like over the kitchen. I think it can be accessed through the dining room. So that I show in the video as well. But the rest of the bathrooms are pretty much similar. I use the same items, just like a layout differently, and maybe you use like different, not shower or not the top, something like that. So it's like a different types of appliances for cleaning your stuff, I guess. Here we are working on the entrance area. I placed a chair so your Sims could technically like sit down, change their shoes. Not something that they actually do in the game, but I felt like it was quite realistic. I also placed some shoes, and here a hanger or like a rack for clothes, so they can like kind of hang their jackets and things like that from outside when they come in. Which I think, again, something I would see in like a traditional house. And here we are working on the laundry room. I really like it how this turned out. I used the cabinets from Horse Range, but I used the modular furniture from Dream Home Decorator to have like hangers from them, which I thought was like a really cool idea, because it made it look like they are hanging from the bottom of those cabinets. Also, I believe last week I did not get to talk about the new pack that we're getting, the new stuff pack that we're getting, which is very exciting because we did not think that we are actually getting a stuff pack anytime soon, which is the chef's something, which we are getting some new appliances, a beautiful kitchen set, and I'm so excited about it. I've already prepared a shell that I want to build, like a house for a chef, and I'm so excited for the pack. So stay tuned for that. That's definitely coming. Yeah, I really like the pack. It's like they said that the kitchen is inspired by like European style, so I feel like that could be like an IKEA style kitchen, which I'm very much excited about because I love IKEA. I love this style of homes, or like the style of kitchens, so I'm very excited about this. Yeah. Do you like it? Do you like the new stuff pack? Are you going to be getting the new stuff pack? Because I definitely am, because it's so beautiful and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. I also, speaking of the build or like the shell that I have already planned, I am yet again making maybe a little bit of a change to my schedule. So I'm definitely going to be posting every Friday. That's like the set time. But every now and then, on Tuesday, I am thinking of posting a second build for the week. It will depend on my time, obviously, on my capacity to do it. But I would like to kind of have Tuesday as either for a room build, which I enjoy doing them. I love creating stop motions with them, which I wouldn't have imagined I'm going to be saying this, but I really enjoy making the stop motions for those room builds. Or I will be posting a second build, usually like a tiny home or something like that, because they don't take as much time. So yeah, I think I'm going to be doing that. We'll see how much time I'll have when school starts, which is actually on the 2nd of October for me. So obviously, maybe I'm not going to have time. It'll only be rooms, but yeah, it's like a vision. I would like to have that. I would like to post maybe some like tiny house because sorry, I'm not gonna say because again. I've been trying to do bigger builds now that I'm again back to like one video a week, because I feel like it makes sense to make something a little bit bigger if you upload it only once a week. But I really love tiny homes, so that's kind of my way of kind of sneaking them back in a little bit. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna try and do. We'll see how that works. Not sure about that because I have plans and then they don't work out quite often, but we will see where that goes. So I talked over the upstairs, kind of this glassed area, which I made in kind of like a playroom, and I also talked about the teenager's bedroom. So I used a double bed from Horse Ranch. Here I went for like a yellowish greenish color scheme in there, and here I'm working on the 2 bedrooms for 2 kids, I assumed. So one of them is like a red yellow. I used again beds from Horse Range because I'm just obsessed with the Horse Range, and I used one of them is for like a artistic sim, which is this red one, and this one is for more like a scientific curious sim because I placed the chem table in here and plenty of toys, some like these plushies from little campers, toy box, so they have something to play with, and I really love how they turned out. They're not really a kind of scheme that I would normally go for, but I really love how they turned out in this environment. And yeah, so that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you want to download this build, you can get it on the gallery. My ID is michaelasimsyt, or you can get it under the hashtag michaelasimsyt, or you can get the tray files in the description box below, as always, on my Ko-fi page. Also, don't forget to check out the other creators that took part in this collab. I'm gonna link the playlist to all of the videos down below, and I'm also going to link the save file after it's all compiled together as well. Yeah, thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!